New details on our top story tonight in the firestorm over the fundraising email that equates the Tea Party to the KKK, and this from a U.S. congressman. This email sent out by Representative Alan Grayson's re-election campaign. It shows Klan members burning a cross that shows the T in Tea Party with a caption, quote, "Now you know what the T stands for." Fox News contributor and former Florida Congressman Lieutenant Colonel Allen West is with me now. Sir, your reaction to this ad?
Well, thank you, Megan, for having me on. And having been born and raised in Georgia, having parents that were born and raised during the 20s and the 30s, I remember growing up and seeing that burning cross on a clear night atop a stone mountain so that everyone could see across Atlanta. This is despicable. This is demeaning. This is disgusting. We all know that Alan Grayson is pretty much so a sensationalist, and he can continue to say things that are over the top. But my concern is, where's the NAACP and Ben Jealous? Where's the National Urban League and Mark Morial? Where's Representative John Lewis, who is from Georgia, who marched with Dr. King, who, as I was growing up, was my representative as a young man in Atlanta, Georgia? Where are the voices of the Congressional Black Caucus, Reverends Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson? Because obviously what we are seeing now is that the Democrat Party that created the Ku Klux Klan and also created that symbol of the burning cross is obviously still proud to have that symbol being displayed. And you know, to all of us in the black community and those of us also as constitutional conservatives in the Tea Party, we have to be outraged, and this hypocrisy cannot continue to stand.
You know, there's certain things you don't touch in American politics. You don't mess around with. And, you know, this equating somebody to a member of the KKK, that could be one of them. The other thing is, you know, Alan Grayson, he referred to the absence of health care for everybody in the country as the Holocaust. I mean, he's always getting out on that limb. And where is the accountability for it?
Well, that's the question you have to ask. You know, the president came out and started talking about civility in our dialogue. Where's President Obama? You know, here we have the guy that's supposedly the first African-American president, and we're supposed to be celebrating this end of racial animosity, but I think it has gotten even worse. And I think that the president should be speaking out about this, and he should reprimand and censor Alan Grayson for what he said. But I think the big difference is that the president does not share that same experience that young men such as myself and women have seen and understand what the Ku Klux Klan represents in this country, especially if you grew up down south. But why isn't Nancy Pelosi speaking out about this? Why isn't Debbie Wasserman Schultz or Harry Reid? You know, we continue to hear the use of this extremist language, jihadist language, arsonists, extortionists, and now this equating constitutional conservatives, people that just believe in a constitutional way of government to operate, with people who were responsible for lynchings and horrible things in the South and all across this country.
Yeah, when we contacted him, he doubled down on it and cited a litany of examples where he believes it was the Tea Party attacking President Obama by citing his race, claims that he's a Kenyan and a Muslim, citing incidents from basically the bowels of the internet. I mean, you can find things like that from both sides about members of the other party. Whether it characterizes the entire party is a very different question. Congressman Allen West, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Megan, and congratulations on your show.
Thank you, sir.